Alright guys, so it's been about a week a little bit over a week now since my son has been diagnosed with Coats. Went through the 5 stages of grief. It was definitely a lot, just because of the fact that we were just discharged from the hospital. Everything seemed smooth and it was fine. The pediatrician at the hospital did say she wanted us to follow up with an eye doctor because she saw something in his eye but wanted a second opinion. We didn't think much of it at the time. She mentioned cataracts as a possibility. We were hoping, I don't know, maybe she had thought it was something else or missed it or something like that. Unfortunately, when we went to the doctor the next day, they actually told us to drive into the Boston Children's Hospital right away to go get a third opinion. They have the better technology and all the tools there to rule it out. They wanted to make sure that it wasn't life-threatening. The first thing he said was tumor, and my heart just dropped. And yeah, we went home. Well, they did rule out the tumor. That's why we were able to go home and take it easy, schedule more appointments down the line. If they did think it was a tumor, they would have done all the testing and more treatment on the spot. And now that we've been at home, done a lot of research and just thinking about it, reading other people's stories, and online you join all these Facebook groups, you read all these things. A lot of time it's just people tend to complain more about the bad stories. You don't hear as much if everything goes well. So just trying to find a good balance between that. And then at some point we just had to shut off in terms of doing all the research, and because we're in a waiting phase. And yeah, yesterday we just went in to go to the prep appointment because the next step is for my son to do an exam under anesthesia. So they have to put him under, which is already scary in itself given the fact that he's only less than 2 weeks old. So that's a whole process in itself. They gotta put a breathing tube down his throat, just to make sure he's breathing properly since he's so young. And yeah, there's a lot of moving pieces, so they have to do that. And then the MRI appointment is scheduled for tomorrow as well. So lots of appointments, lots of schedule. And on top of that, we still have the regular newborn baby stuff, the weight checks, just to make sure he's okay. The first visit we went, he was slightly underweight, so we had to fatten him up, be more consistent with feeding him more frequent every 2 hours since he's a heavy sleeper. My little guy just doesn't wake up to eat. We have to wake him up. So luckily we did get him back to a little bit over his birth weight. So we're still doing that. And now we just have to patiently wait for the next steps. It is kind of nerve-wracking, but we just have to take it a day at a time, a step at a time. It is very sad to think that he's only going to have one eyeball his whole life, and the other one's going to likely be partially blind or mostly blind. They're going to do their best to at least save it so he will have some type of peripheral vision. But the brain is a pretty strong tool. If you ever lose an eye or an ear, your other senses tend to become stronger. So in theory, his right eye should be able to handle the world just fine. He should still be able to live a normal life. And for all he knows, that's just going to be his norm. He doesn't know that he has two eyes. Like, the brain is just eventually going to process him as being one eye dominant. So it's going to be a right eye specialist. But we'll see how that goes. Hope the treatment and everything goes well and wouldn't require too many surgeries. I was reading online, it can be anywhere from 2 to 8 surgery in the first year. They have to drain the eye, make sure it doesn't come back, and redo it. It's a lot. And Yeah, so we did a lot of reflecting and second guessing, wondering what we did wrong, why did it happen to us, looking at the odds, 1 in 100,000. I still can't believe it happened to us. That is less than 1% chance, 0.00001 or whatever. But yeah, you are almost as likely to get struck by lightning than to get this thing. But unfortunately, it's the roll of the dice that we got. But try to be positive about it. Could have been worse. He could be dead. At least they proved that out. That is not life-threatening, so that is a relief. And he could be blind in both eyes. But for now, it's just one eye. We still have to wait for the results of the MRI and the exam under anesthesia just to 100% rule out tumor and rule out if his right eye is actually 100% fine as well too, because right now they can see all the things that is going on in the left eye, but until we get all those tests back and we get the confirmation, I will cross my fingers and hold my breath. It's really been a tough journey for the second kid. I'm currently on paternal leave as well, but we're not able to enjoy the newborn phase like most normal parents would. But I don't know, everyone's going through something. Even at Children's Hospital, it's so sad when you go there and see all these sick kids, and you never want to, I don't know, take any relief or pride or pleasure in seeing other people more hurt, but you kind of have to take a step back and just appreciate what you have more. Just even little things that we all take for granted. We're just walking around, eating, I don't know, watching TV, breathing, all the little things like that we just take for granted. But not everyone can say that, or not everyone is entitled to that or born to be able to kind of just live a normal life. So normal is going to be different for everybody. But yeah, I think we kind of accepted the fact that our son's gonna grow up being a pirate. But hopefully we'll be okay. We'll do our best to keep him safe. We'll see how the testing goes. But yeah, these days, luckily we are in Boston, where we have the best treatment in the world. People all over the world come here to get the treatment. So I'm so grateful that it is in our backyard and we can just drive there. I heard stories where people would need to hop on a plane or drive hours and coordinate all these logistics and come back multiple times for other visits and treatments. Yeah, I asked myself, why us? But at least we are in a good position to at least address it or handle it. So I don't know, why not us then? But we'll just do our best to make it through. Like I said, just try to make it through a day at a time. I'll keep you guys updated on the journey. I know it's a rare disease and it's tough times, but I just want to record these videos just to document my thoughts, and hopefully it'll bring some value in the world in case anybody is going through this. They stumble upon my channel and see how we made it through and see our journey. Is gonna be a long one for sure, but we'll keep pushing through. So next steps, we're just gonna wait for a few more appointments and we'll go from there. And please like and subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you guys updated on the journey, and we'll see how it goes. But fingers crossed, and wish everyone the best in their journey of life.